from Bangladesh.
Calcutta.
Bangladesh. Originally.
Original Bangladesh?
They moved here. Whoever illegally migrated to India, right?
They give you the ID.
They don't have an ID and all, right?
So after 5 lakh rupees, they will convert again Muslim.
Oh, Allah. Because they are all very poor people.
Poor people, yeah.
They are that.
That's
What
why
is it? Garbage collectors. And maybe something. वो वहाँ पर है ना कितने के वो बांग्लादेश से जो मूव गए हैं ना इंडिया को इलीगली अब उनका ना राशन कार्ड है ना आईडी प्रूफ है ना कुछ है तो वो लोग क्या किया गार्बेज कलेक्शन करते थे आगरा में ना इन लोगों को है ना
आगरा
ये बता के कि आप पुराने हिंदू थे अब वापस हिंदू हो गए तो कितने के लोग हिंदू हो गए
Alright, let's go and get started. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbana zidna ilman ajma'in wa alimna al-kitab ameen. If you want, you can read with, we're going to be reading today because we have we want to get through like the big chunk of the dialogue because I want to finish, you know, this lesson 9 next week, inshallah. Dakhala al-Jannah. Actually, this is another point that was also I don't think I made clear. When we say dakhala, it means to enter, right? So one can enter a lot of different things. Like you can enter like something that's physical, like you know, a building or a masjid. So when we have something like that that's physical, you can say you don't have to put a fee in it. You can just say dakhala masjidan. He entered a masjid. Or you can say, Dakhala Muhammadun al-fasla. Muhammad entered the classroom like here. Dakhala al-mudarrisu al-fasla. Right? You can also enter something abstract, like the religion of Islam. So if you say he entered Islam, like Dakhala John Islam, you have to use fi in that. Okay, so you have to put feed. He entered into Islam, or any other like abstract idea. He entered into thinking. He entered into whatever. Okay, so here when we see that ad-dars tasi'u dakhala al-mudarrisu al-fasla, so he's entering the classroom. So you don't need a fee in that one. Okay, وَوَجَدَ فِيهِ 15 طَالِبًا فَقَط. What does that mean? وَجَدَ He found what fihi in the classroom in it 15 طالبا 15 students only. Okay, and فقال لهم, so he said to them. Always with qala you have to have li or la. Okay, so qala lahu is he said to him. What's qala lahum? Said to them, and qala laha, he said to her, and qala li, he said to me. Qala li, okay?
To myself.
He said, qala is he said. Li is to me. Yeah. What's qala lana? He said to us. Okay. So all of those pronouns. Alright, أين الطلاب الجدد الخمسة الذين جاءوا أمسي. So this one, I think we went over this yesterday. Where are الطلاب الجدد الخمسة means?
Students.
5 new students. Can you check the hallway?
No, it's just open.
No, I think they closed it.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are the 5 new students? الذين جاءوا أمسي. What is الذين? Who? And what did we say جاءوا was?
Al-Lazina means then.
الذين means who?
Who?
And what is جاء? جاءوا is from جاء. Means he came. He came. Okay? So this is a weak verb like we're going to learn because it has a alif, okay, in the middle. But we can still conjugate it for huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma. Okay, so huwa is ja'a, and what did we say? 2 of them came are?
Ja.
Ja'a, and then
Ja'u.
ja'u, right? So here you put a dhamma, and then a waw, and an alif, ja'u. So they came is alladhina ja'u. Ja'u, okay? And we said hiya is ja'at, and then huma is ja'ata. Amsi means yesterday, okay? Qala Abdullahi. Who said?
Abdullah said.
Abdullah. And what's Abdullahi? Mudaf, mudaf ilayhi, right? It's a name, but it's the slave of Allah. Okay, so mudaf is mansub, and mudaf ilayhi is majroor, right? It has a kasra. Hadaru al-yawm. Okay, I don't think we got to this. Okay. Hadaru al-yawma. No one? What's that?
Nobody, but there was another kid.
Hadaru.
Okay, so Abdullah said, Hadaru al-yawma wa kharaju qabla qalilin. Adhun. Okay, let's look at that one. What's hadaru?
Present. They were present.
They were present. So hadara is
Present.
to be present, right? To be here. Hazir,
They
right?
were present.
Hadara yahduru.
They were present today.
Today.
Al-yawma, today.
And left.
What's kharaju?
To go.
Left.
To leave.
Leave.
So they left. What's the present tense of kharaja?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to look now, right? You can't.
Yeah.
Yakhruju.
Yeah.
So eventually, like once you learn a lot of them, you'll be able to remember if it's going in the present tense, it's yakhruju. Okay. So it's in the first column. Yeah. Just like hadara yahduru, kharaja yakhruju. So just remember all of those. Try to also keep in mind whenever you come across a new verb, what bab it's in. Okay. All right. Qabla qalilin means.
Little bit before.
Qabla means before, and qalil means a little. So here it's talking about a time, not a
Little
quantity. A little while ago, basically. A little while ago. Okay, and then he says, Abdullah, أظن أنهم ذهبوا إلى المدير. Okay, this one is. Did we do أظن before?
I think.
I think, right? So أظن is from the verb ظن. Dhanna means he thought. Okay? And this is also one of those verbs we're going to get to because the two of the roots are the same letter. There are two noons here. Okay, dhanna. But here when it goes to present tense it becomes yadhunnu. Yadhunnu. Okay? What's 5 in your pocket? Yadhunnu. Tadhunnu, tadhunnu, adhunnu, nadhunnu. Okay, so those are very handy. We think, nadhunnu. He thinks, tadhunnu. Okay? So, I think, what's annahum? What's anna?
Anna.
No, that's inna. Anna means that. So, anna plus hum means that they. I think that they ذهبوا went to the mudiri. What's mudir? Principal. Right? So just remember, Anna is a sister of Inna. Okay? So Anna is going to have Ism Anna and Khabar Anna. Okay? Ism Anna and Khabar Anna. Where is the Ism Anna? The noun that follows Anna? Hum. It's the pronoun, okay? The attached pronoun is the ism anna. And then the khabar anna is going to be that whole verbal sentence. ذهبوا إلى المدير. So you can put like a line under ذهبوا المدير and say that's the khabar anna. Okay? Khabar anna. Okay, new paragraph. Sister Tahira, why don't you go ahead and start reading?
رجع الطلاب الخمسة بعد قليل فقال له المدرس
Mhm.
إلى المدير ذهبتم يا أبنائي.
Okay. So, first thing is رجع الطلاب الخمسة. What does that mean?
Five students.
Raja'a means he returned.
So
So why is it saying raja'a but then it says 5 students?
5 students returned.
Yeah, so it's saying the 5 students returned. But why are you using raja'a and not raja'u? That's the question.
Badal, Bad.
No,
It's
because I know, but
Remember we talked about the fa'il in the verbs, the subject in the verbs when we were doing the past tense. So if I have raja'a,
it's before tulab, that's why, right?
it is before, yeah. So it is before, but the grammatic reason is when you're writing these past tense verbs, right? So huwa is raja'a. I have to, what do I say is the fa'il, the subject? There's a word for it. In English and Arabic. In Arabic it's called mustatir. What is it called in English?
Five. No.
Mustatir means it is hidden. Okay. It means he returned, but I have to either include it here or I have to imply that it's hidden, or it's implied that it's hidden. Okay, but what about huma? What's 2 of them? Raja'a. Okay. Here you have raja'a, 2 of them. Where is the fa'il? The alif is the fa'il. Okay. Here's the fa'il. What's hum? Raja'u. Where's the fa'il? The waw. Okay, remember the waw is the fa'il. So, if someone is to say raja'u at-tullabu al-khamsatu, you're going to have redundant subjects. Because waw is a fa'il and at-tullabu al-khamsatu is also a fa'il. So you would have redundancy and you would have one extraneous fa'il, a subject. So you just leave this out. You just say raja'u and then you add your actual fa'il, which is the tullab. Okay? That's all you're doing. So you can know, okay, this is the subject, the verb, this is the subject, and then da 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 da. Okay? So the 5 students returned بعد قليل, after a little bit. فقال لهم المدرس. What does that mean?
The teacher said to them.
The teacher said to them.
Okay. Did you go to the principal? Oh, my son. Did you?
How many sons?
Oh, my sons.
Sons, right? Abna'un is the plural of
Abnai.
ibnun. Ibnun is one son. Abna'un is sons. Okay. Go back to فَقَالَ لَهُمُ الْمُدَرِّسُ. What if I change the order and said فَقَالَ الْمُدَرِّسُ لَهُمْ? Would that still make sense? Would that still be valid?
فَقَالَ لَهُمْ, yes.
So if I put the lahum after al-mudarrisu, would that still make sense?
Yes.
Yes, right? Because just because I put lahum before between the qala and al-mudarris doesn't mean I cancel out the sentence. So al-mudarris is still the verb, the subject, but before that I put the lahum. So in Arabic you can do that. You can, in the Quran it does that. It'll put the prepositional phrase in between the subject and the verb. Okay. So basically he's asking إلى المدير ذهبتم, to the principal did you go, oh my sons? Okay, Sister Shireen, read next.
They said, Nam, yes, Jahabna, we went in Ilahi, to him. Annana,
Li annana.
Li annana, that we.
What's li anna?
We know.
No. Li, that's anna. Li anna is,
No.
li anna and bi anna mean
Whose or belongings to?
because.
Oh, no.
Oh, because. Okay.
Because.
Okay.
Li anna na means because.
Because ma
No. There's li anna na is 3 words. So li anna is 2 words. What's the third word?
Us.
Us, right? So you have li anna na because we.
because we
Yeah. What if it was li annani?
because of me.
Because I.
Oh,
Not
okay.
because of me, because I. Yeah. So because, so it says li annana because we.
Ma wajadna
Mm-hmm.
asma ana.
Okay. What does that mean? Ma wajadna asma'ana.
I don't know the jadna means.
Okay. What's ma?
Ma means we didn't, right?
We didn't. So what's wajadna?
We didn't
We did not find it.
find. Okay.
We did not find. So wajadna means we found. Ma wajadna means
We didn't find.
we didn't find. We didn't find what?
As isma.
Asma'ana.
Name.
What's asma'ana?
Name. Our name.
How many?
Our name. Right?
Yes.
Name.
It's plural.
Okay.
So asma'un is a plural of, what's the singular?
Ism.
Ism. Okay. So you have ismun, and the plural is asma'un. Okay. All right. So we didn't find our names.
Fi fil kalimati.
Qa'imati.
Qaimati.
What's qa'imati?
List.
List, right? It's a class register. We didn't find our names in the class list. Okay, that was good. Alhamdulillah. Brother Najmul, you're up.
جلس المدرس وقال. The teacher sat down and said, اقرأتم درس
Try that again.
أقرأتم
أقرأتم.
أقرأتم أقرأتم درس الأمس يا أبنائي.
Okay, what does that mean?
Did you read? Amsi means
What's dars?
that's lesson.
Yesterday.
Lesson, what's al-amsi?
Okay. Amsi means yesterday, right? No.
Yesterday. So what's dars al-amsi?
Did you learn the lesson yesterday?
Yesterday's
Not learn. What's qara'tum?
Did you read?
Read. Yesterday's lesson, right? So dars al-amsi is mudaf ilayhi. Ya abna'i.
Oh my sons.
Oh my sons. Keep going.
قال الطلاب. The students said, نعم, yes. قرأناها وكتبناها.
قرأناه.
قرأناه وكتبناه.
كتبناه.
وحفظناه.
وحفظناه. Okay, what does that mean?
Yes, we read and we.
What's قرأناه?
Quran means we read, right?
قرأنا means read, but what's this who doing there?
Who means that?
We read it.
We
We read it and
We read it and we wrote
wrote it
and we memorized it.
and we memorized it. Okay, so all of those 3 verbs, they all have who. قرأناه, كتبناه, حفظناه, and they're all conjugated for نحن, right?
Mhm.
What would it be that I read it?
I read it. Qara'tu.
قرأت, and what would it be? I wrote it, Sister Shireen.
I wrote it.
كتبت. Okay, and Sister Tara, what would be? I memorized it.
Hafiztuhu.
حفظته. Okay, I memorized it. So brother Anwar, read the next one.
Afim.
قال المدرس.
قال مدرس
Mhm. This one's tough. أفهمتموه. أفهمتموه.
قالوا نعم
Mhm.
فهمت
فهمنا.
فهمناه
Mhm.
جيدا
جيدا.
ما أسهمل
ما أسهل.
ما أسهل
Mhm.
هذا الدراسة.
هذا الدرس. Excellent. Okay. Alright, let's go back. What's قال المدرس?
The teacher said,
Okay. What's أفهمتموه?
أفهمتموه.
How many words
Did
is
you
that?
understand?
Did you understand what?
Did you understand the lesson?
Yeah, so the who is what the who is there is because you have, did you understand it? So it's the maf'ulun bihi, it's the object. And why is there a wow after tumuhu? So we said it's 3 words. It's alif, a, fahim,
Tum.
tum.
The wow is because of tum, because you cannot say tumhu, that's why.
Yes, exactly. So this was in, I think, the previous lesson.
Yeah.
So you're saying fahimtum, you understood.
Yes.
Afahimtum, did you understand?
Did you understand?
But you can't say afahimtumhu. So this meme with a sukun is a problem. The way that you fix it is that you
Wow.
put a wow there and you put a dhamma on the meme. Afahimtumu. Now you can attach a pronoun to it. Hu, ha, he, yeah, whatever. Or sorry, ha.
So the noun.
They said yes.
Yeah, he said yes. Fahimtu.
No, fahimna.
Fahimnahu. Jayidan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we understand.
We understood.
We understood.
Well,
Who?
Huh?
Fahimna who means we understood it.
We understood it.
What's jayidan?
Jayidan.
well,
Well or good.
Well, yeah, well, very good.
Mhm.
That means.
What's ma ashala?
Ma ashala, how easy.
How easy haza darsa?
Haza darasa, that lesson.
This lesson.
This lesson.
Okay, so you see how ma here with the af'ala form is expressing ta'ajjub, wonder. Okay, ma ashala, how easy haza dars.
Oh, it's not.
Okay. Alright, let's take a quick break and then we will come back and do the rest of it.
So what time now? Was it here to-
Oh yes.
What time now?
Alright, let's go and start up and then we will try to finish a little bit before 9.
9 o'clock they close it, right?
Yeah, I mean Friday they're probably open till like 9:15, 9:20. Okay, so the thing I wanted to say was that I'm gonna give these out again on Monday, inshallah. I gave everyone one, but the point is I want everyone to be able to now just do these like very, very commonly. This one doesn't have the past tense.
He didn't get it.
Oh yeah,
Yes, fine.
it's okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
I just need to get settled down on the. I need to bring my
We'll
books.
put it in the storage unit.
Everything is stored.
Okay, but I'll get the other one that has the past tense as well. But practice writing the past tense and the present tense, okay? Because this chapter especially has tons and tons of verbs. They're just coming like this now. So you have to be able to figure out what the verb means, the root means, what conjugation it's in. Is it huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna? Then you have to be able to figure out what is the object about it, this verb. Okay? So all of that will be easy if you just practice writing it or practice saying it. Practice writing it is better. Alright, so let's continue. We're going to try to get to the first half of the next page. Sister Tahira, go ahead and start from Qala.
قال عبد الرحمن أنا ما فهمت فيه ثلاث كلمات
And read the next part too.
قال المدرس Ma hiya?
Okay, so go back and translate now.
Abdul Rahman said,
Mm-hmm.
I did not understand these 3 words.
I did not understand what's fihi
Oh, in
in it.
it. Yeah.
So
Three
up
words
until
in it.
three words in it. And so this he or this who pronoun has always been referring to ad-dars, the lesson.
Yes.
So even back when it said qara'nahu, katabnahu, hafiznahu, all of this who is talking about
Lesson.
the lesson. So ad-dars is masculine, so you use who. Okay? So he says, Ana ma fahimtu fihi, I did not understand in it, meaning in the lesson, thalatha kalimatin. Three words. 3 words in the lesson I didn't understand. Okay, what does the mudarris say?
The teacher said, ma hiya.
Ma hiya means what?
I don't know what they mean.
What's ma?
Ma means negate, but
No.
what?
Well, here it's not. Here he's asking a question. So
Yeah,
ma
so
here means what?
One
what?
minute.
What's hiya?
Just what? Here is it feminine?
It means she or
pronoun.
it,
Yeah.
but it can also mean, when you're talking about ghair aql plural,
Okay.
them. Okay?
Okay.
So here, just keep in mind,
Yeah, I didn't understand this part. What?
usually it means she or it, right? Like darabaha, hiya, darabat, she hit something, okay? So hiya is for she and it. But when you're talking about ghair aql plural, it means them. Ghair aql plural.
What?
So because remember, whenever we're talking about things that are plural in the ghair aql, you have to treat them as singular feminine.
But shouldn't we say ha, ma, ha,
No.
not here?
No, you cannot attach a pronoun to the ma. Okay, ma it's a particle. It's a harf
It's a
istifham.
separate word. We
Sorry,
don't have to
actually no,
attach
it's not harf. It's
Ma means what?
ma means what,
it. Yeah.
but what are they basically? What are they? Okay, what are they? I guess them is they. Well, but do you understand why you can't say ma ha?
No, because normally we attach ha instead of plural feminine, not here.
But we've never attached pronouns to ma. We've
No,
never attached
no.
pronouns to aina. We've never attached pronouns to mata, right? So those are questions. You don't attach pronouns to them.
Okay. Ma and aina, and
Mata and other questions like that. Okay. All right, Sister Shireen, read the next line.
Qala Abdul Rahman
Mm-hmm.
qara'na fi dars ad-dars
Fid darsi.
fi darsi hadhihi jumlata.
Okay, what does that mean?
Abdul Rahman said,
Mm-hmm.
we read
What's fid darsi?
in the lessons.
In the just one lesson, in the lesson.
هذه جملة. What is the جملة?
What's jumla?
Sentence.
Sentence, right? So هذه الجملة means
This sentence.
this sentence. So he's saying he's gonna read the sentence. He said we read in this lesson or the lesson this sentence. What's the sentence? Keep going. أعاد جدي. There should be 2 dots under the ya if there aren't. عاد جدي
من
خرطوم. عاد جدي من الخرطوم. So now he's asking what does this sentence mean? Okay, Brother Nazmo. Yeah, what's Sorry? They're going to explain it. So now we're going to learn the meaning in Arabic. How the teacher is going to explain it in Arabic.
Okay.
So now you're going to be...
Interesting, yeah.
Brother Najmo, go ahead.
فما معنى هذه الكلمات كلمات الثلاث
فما معنى هذه الكلمات الثلاث? What does that mean?
فما means understand, right?
So fa is two words, right? Fa and ma. So what?
Also
What's ma'na?
meaning
This
sentence.
So here ma'na هذه الكلمات is مضاف مضاف إليه. Meaning of this.
Sentence.
Three words.
Sorry, meaning of these.
3 words.
كلمات الثلاث, 3 words.
3 words.
What are the basically saying what is the meaning of these 3 words? فما معنى هذه الكلمات الثلاث. It's a long question, but just try to read it a few times and understand it. All right. Go ahead, Brother Najmo. Sorry. You read one. Okay, keep going.
قال المدرس
مدرس
عاد معناها رجع والجد معناها أبو الأبي أو أبو
الأمي.
أمي.
Okay, all right, that's fine. All right, so this one now he's explain. Now the teacher is obviously being asked, so now he has to explain what the words mean, right? So he says, "Ada." Everything in the bracket is the word or the definition. Okay, "Ada ma'naha." What's ma'naha?
Meaning of this.
Meaning of it. So ma'na we said means meaning, right? Ma'na. But when you add a pronoun to it, this ya is going to change to a alif. So now we say ma'naha. But what is this ha? What is this referring to?
A word.
What's a word in Arabic?
Kalima.
Kalimatun. Okay, kalimatun means word. So that's why it's ha. It's not ma'nahu. It's ma'naha because he's asking about a word. Okay?
Kalimatu means ha.
No,
Ha is a
we're saying the ma'na, meaning of it. So what is it? Kalima.
In this sentence.
In this
Not
sentence.
It's referring to that sentence.
Yeah. It's referring to the word kalima. Okay?
Raja.
Ada ma'naha raja'a. So ada, its meaning is raja'a. So what does that tell you? Ada is a verb. Okay? Ada is a verb just like qala. Okay, they both have alif in the middle, they're both weak. Okay, so we're going to see the word ada. It's also in the Quran.
Meaning.
فَمَنْ عَادَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ النَّارِ هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. Okay? So why are there 2 verbs for the same thing? They both mean return.
Why?
Yeah.
I think every language has.
Exactly. That's it.
We have also.
Every language has words that mean the exact same thing, but they're completely different verbs. Okay? So ada is meaning is raja'a. So the teacher is explaining simply. Obviously ada has different constructions and has different phrases that go with it. But it adds a you get the meaning of it. Okay, next word. Wa al-jaddu ma'naha. So the meaning of this word is abul abi aw abul ummi.
So why how, not only wa in between that 2? Because
So he's explaining the meaning now. So what's abul abi?
father's
Father.
Father's father, right? The father of the father, meaning what?
Grandfather.
Grandfather. So al-jaddu is grandfather. He says father's father or father's mother.
It's not
Grandmother.
It's
Yeah.
not it's all.
Father of the no. Sorry, mother's father.
Mother's father.
But in English it would be mother's. So
Father.
abul ummi means father of the mother, meaning my mother, her father is my grandfather.
It means this
Maternal.
No, Jaddu means grandfather. It can be from father or mother.
Yes. So
Maternal grandfather?
Yeah, maternal
my
or paternal.
father, his father is my grandfather from my dad's side. But from my mom's side, my mom's father is also my grandfather.
Maternal.
So he's saying father's father or mother's father. Okay, father's father or mother's father. Al-Jad.
And Al means or, right?
Aw means or.
Yeah.
So he's both can mean Al-Jad. Okay? Not Jadid. Don't say Jadid. Al-Jad. And not Jadda. It's just Jaddu. Al-Jaddu. Okay? Alright, read the next word, Brother Anwar. Wal khurtum.
والخرطوم أسمات
عاصمة
عاصمات السودان
سوداني. What does that mean? والخرطوم عاصمة السوداني.
Khartoum is Sudan's capital.
Is the capital of Sudan. So Sudan is a country in Africa, right?
Africa.
So Khartoum is the capital of
Sudan.
Asimatun means capital.
Capital عاصمة.
Okay.
أفهمت
أفهمت.
أفهمت.
What does that mean?
Did you understand?
Did you understand?
Did you understand? He didn't say, yeah, he just said, did you understand?
Did you understand? قال عبد الرحمن
Mm-hmm. الآن
في فهمت.
What does الآن mean?
Now.
Now I understand.
Now understand,
Okay. الآن فهمت.
This is a great
Yeah. Everyone with us so far? What's going on?
So many words.
So many words, so many
Yes,
verbs.
Practice it.
Practice here.
All right, we got like 10 more minutes, so we're gonna read up till the dialogue, inshallah. All right, we're gonna go a little bit quicker. All right, Sister Tahira, read the first line.
ثم فتح المدرس كتابه
كتابه وقرأ
وقرأ الدرس جديدا.
Okay. So we'll translate the first part. What's thumma? Thumma, remember? I don't think we said it.
No.
Thumma means, it's in the Quran. Then,
Then also.
summa means then.
Then a teacher opened
Kitabahu, his book.
And read the lesson. Read
What's-
the new lesson.
What's darsan jadida?
Darsan jadida.
Is it the new lesson or a new lesson?
A new lesson.
A new lesson. Why? Because it doesn't have al, right? So the teacher opened his book
Opened his book
and read a new lesson.
read a new
Okay, what's the lesson?
خلق الله الشمس والقمر والنجوم.
Actually, Sister Shireen, go ahead, continue. After an-nujuma,
والأرض
wal-arda,
والبحر
wa-khalaqa
وخلق كل شيء.
kulla shay'in. Okay, let's go, Sister Tahira. What's khalaqa Allahu shamsa?
Allah created the world.
No, what's shams?
Shams,
The sun. Allah created the sun. Wal qamar,
The moon.
the moon. Wal nujuma, the
stars,
stars. And Sister Shireen, what's al arda?
Earth.
Earth. And what's al bihara?
sea,
Oceans. Okay. Wa khalaqa kulla shay.
The whole
The
universe.
whole
He created all the
He
things.
all the
That's
world.
literally what it means, but we say he created
خلق كل
everything.
شيء.
Okay, خلق كل شيء.
شيء.
So this is what كل شيء, كل شيء means everything.
كل شيء قدير.
الله على كل شيء قدير. Allah is over all things قدير, meaning commanding.
Is it kullu, kulli and kul?
It's all of them, right? Depending on the case. So why is it kulla here?
Object.
It's the object, exactly, of khalaqa. Allah created what? Kulla shay, everything. Okay? So you can have kulli shay when you have wallahu ala kulli shay. Why is it kulli? Because before that is
Allah.
ala. Okay? But default is kullu. Okay, keep going, Sister Shireen.
وخلق الإنسان
Mm-hmm.
من طين
Min teenin. What does that mean?
and create insan.
He created
Human.
the human
And
min
jinn.
teen.
Jinn.
No,
From what's teen?
From up.
Earth or
Or
clay?
earth.
Clay.
Clay.
It's basically clay. Yeah. Or actually, yeah, the Ustaz is gonna explain. Okay. Brother Najmul, go ahead.
رفع
Thumma.
ثم قال
Nope.
قام
Qama. What's qama?
قام nations.
Huh?
ثم قام.
Qama is like qala, but it's completely different meaning. It's a verb. Qam. Anybody know? What do you say before the prayer? قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة.
Stands.
Iqama means to stand,
Yeah,
right?
stand.
To stand for
Qama.
something. So qama means he stood.
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 So he says thumma qama. Keep going.
So he stood
Mm-hmm.
and
What? Keep read it first.
كتب
Mm-hmm.
هذا الدرس على
Saburati.
Sapurati.
So what is that translation?
So he stood and wrote this lesson on the board.
So he stood and wrote this lesson on the board. Okay. Do you want to do with the next one too?
رفع محمد يده وقال
Yadahu.
يده وقال
Mm-hmm.
رفع means what?
Rafa'a means rafa'. Raf'. Marfu'. What's the word that goes with rafa'a? Rafa'a means to raise.
To raise up. So Muhammad rose his hand. Or
Raised his hand. Yadahu means his hand, right? His hand.
So Muhammad raised his hand and said,
Mm-hmm.
Ma ma'ana at-tini
Mm-hmm.
ya ustada.
Ya ustadhu. What is the question?
What is the meaning of tini?
At-teen.
At-tin.
Oh, teacher.
Or teacher.
Brother Anwar?
يا أستاذ.
We already said ya ustadhu.
Okay. قال المدرس.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher said,
At-teenu.
التين
Mm-hmm.
التين معناه
Ma'nahu.
التراب
At-turabu. This is a new word. It means, it says al-mukhtalitu.
المختلط
Al-mukhtalitu.
مختلف
No, not mukhtalif. Mukhtalitu.
مختلط بالماء بالماء.
Okay, so now the teacher is asking, or he's being asked, what is teen? So he's going to explain it in Arabic, of course. He says, at-teenu, the at-teen, ma'nahu, means its meaning.
Its meaning.
So here's the definition. التراب المختلط بالماء. So there's two words in there that we haven't learned. What's turab? Turab means dust.
Dust. Oh.
And al-mukhtalitu means mixed. Okay?
Mukhtalifun is mixed.
Mixed. And bil ma'i, you should know, it's two words, bi plus al ma. What's ma?
Water.
Water. So what's bil ma? With.
With water.
So he's saying dirt mixed
With
with
water.
water. So that's clay, that's teen. Okay?
Water.
Atini means dust with water.
Yeah, clay basically. Dirt and water is clay.
I thought Atinum is fig, right? In the teen or teen.
What teen
That's
is that?
teen.
Oh, teen. Okay.
Yeah, that's teen. Tayanun. So teenun is different from teenun.
Teen. Okay.
Okay, keep going. Warafa'a.
ورفع فصل
Faysalun.
فيصل يده
Yadahu.
فقال له المدرس.
Okay, so what is rafa'a Faysalu yadahu?
Faisal means head.
No.
Leader.
Faisal is a word, is a name.
Faisal raised
فيصل raised his
his hands.
Hand.
hand
فقال له.
فقال له المدرس, the teacher.
Translate.
Yeah. The teacher said
To. Lahu means to him.
to him.
So the teacher said to him, brother, sister Tahira, go ahead. عندك.
سؤال يا فيصل.
What does that mean?
Do you have a question, O Faisal?
Okay, keep going.
قال فيصل. Faisal said, Naam, yes. عندي سؤال. I have a question.
Okay, sister Shireen.
Al-Biharu.
Okay. Not al. What's on the first? What's on the alif?
Mud.
It's a mad.
Yes.
So it's al-biharu.
Okay. Al-Biharu. Jam'ul.
Jam'ul bahri.
Bahri.
Okay, what's al-biharu? What's al, we said in this lesson? When you have a question, hamza, plus followed by a alif, right? So you have to join those together and make it al. So al-bihar means is al-bihar.
Yeah,
Jam'ul bahr. What's jam'?
plural.
Plural.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Is
he's
bihar
asking,
plural of
is
that?
bihar the plural of bahr?
Yeah.
Okay? Keep going, Sister Shireen.
Qala mudarrisu.
قال المدرس.
Qala al-mudarrisu. Teacher said, Naam, yes. Wa kazalika.
هو كذلك. Have we said, discuss what كذلك means?
Not too much. One day I believe you said something.
So ذلك means
That.
that, right? And what's, so, and I don't think we did the particle ka. Ka means like. So كذلك means like that.
I like that.
Not I like that, like I like it, but like that. So he's saying, yes, it's like you're saying basically. Like you said, al-biharu jam'u al-bahr. That bihar is the plural of bahr. كذلك. Okay? Keep going. Sister Shireen.
Okay. Kamal hasnu.
Hasanu.
Hasanu wa qala ma jam'u.
ما جمع السماء
Ya ustad.
يا أستاذ. So what is he asking? So what's قام الحسن? What's قام we said?
Stand. So Hassan stand.
Hassan stood. Al-Hassan stood
Stood.
and said,
And
and say.
Ma jama'u. Is it ne?
What's ma?
No, what?
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 Jami,
Plural.
Jama.
What plural?
What is the plural of?
Sama.
Sama.
As-sama'i. So he's asking the plural of sama'i, O teacher. Brother Najmal, read the last sentence.
قال المدرس جمعها السماوات
Jam'uha samawatun.
جمعها السماوات.
Okay, so the plural of sama'un or as-sama is samawatun. Okay, or as-samawatu. You can make it definite.
Which means what?
Teacher say.
Universe, right? Samawat.
Samawat is the heavens
Or heavens.
or the sky. So its plural is samawatu.
Sama means sky, right?
Sama is the sky or the heaven, and then samawatun is the skies and the heavens.
Samawatun.
Okay.
Skies.
And then they're going to read. Then they're going to do like a dialogue question, like who created the heaven, who created the earth, things like that. Okay, so we're going to continue next week. Practice writing this with any of the verbs in this lesson. So you can pick rafa'a, right? Raja'a, hadara. Inshallah on Monday we'll get together. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Rafa'a, I think is in Bab Sanya.
Subhanallah,